Hi, I'm Dr. Catherine Verrilli here at St. Cloud State University, and I'm a professor of voice and vocal pedagogy here in the Department of Music. I thought I might share with you something that you might like to know, but first you have to come into my office, or my lair. I'd like to teach you how to learn a song. The first thing we need to do is obviously have a song to learn. So we're going to use Sento nel Core, which is a song that pretty much everybody has to learn. And you have to break it down into layers. What do I mean by layers? Let's look at the score. So when I say layers, what I mean is you look at the score and we have a pitch, we have rhythm, and we have language. So those are three obvious layers. What we have to do is break them down. Okay, the first layer that you have to know, first is the rhythm. It's the backbone of the piece, and so you've got to know the rhythm before you know anything else. So, take your handy pencil, write in the beats. We're in 3/4 time. If we're looking at these couple of measures, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, etc. Gotta know what you need and have it in front of you. Try not to think about it, just write it down and have it on your score. The next thing you've got to do with rhythm is to be able to tap it out. So for example, here at measure 5, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so you've got the rhythm down, or at least written on your score, and you can tap it out. That's great. You might think the second step is learning the melody, but you're actually wrong. The second step is to take a look at the text itself, away from the song, including away from the melody, including away from the rhythm. So let's change our focus over to the text itself. Now in this case, it's Italian, so you want to be able to speak the Italian correctly, but not in rhythm. It doesn't matter at this point. So for example, what I would do is look at my score. Sento nel core certo dolore, che la mia pace turbando va. And I would just speak it like that and not worry about the rhythm. All right, so we've got two layers that we've worked on separately. It's now time to add them together. So we're going to look at the rhythm and the language. And before you go any further, I want you to think slowly and accurately, because slow practice is essential to doing this correctly, and it'll be lasting. So, rhythm and language. Sento nel core certo dolore, che la mia pace turbando va. Slow and accurate's the way to go. Okay, so far we're doing pretty well. Now we've got to add the third element, which is the melody. So if you read music, you know you have to look at your score, plunk out on the piano, or have someone help you. And then you've got to sing it. Generally what I do is suggest to my students, and I do this myself, is to find your happy vowel and use it. Whether it's A or E, your voice has a vowel that it likes, so use it. Okay, so clearly my happy vowel is E. It's easy for me to use, and it usually works. Okay, so far we've learned 3 separate layers in separate layers. That's the point. Break it down. Keep practicing each layer separately until you've got it. Once you have a layer, add it to another layer and practice the 2 layers together until you've got them together. Then you can take another layer and add on, so forth. So here we are. We know the melody, we know the rhythm, and we know the language. So we're putting everything together. And I'm not known for my piano skills, just saying. Okay, so we've put all of our layers together and we had a phrase. If you put your phrases together, you get a song. And that's how we do it. You break down each song into layers, and surprisingly, you'll learn the song quicker. Not only do you learn it quicker, you learn it more in depth, it stays with you longer, and it's vocally responsible. The best thing about it is that you don't just keep sight reading and reading and reading and singing the song over and over until your voice is exhausted. If you break it down into layers, you're using your voice responsibly, and then you sing only when you know the notes. So Grace and I thank you, and I hope to see you around St. Cloud State University sometime, and maybe I'll even hear you. Bye-bye. If you're interested in applying as a vocal major at St. Cloud State University in our music department, here's a couple things you need to know. We would like to hear you sing 2 songs from memory, from classical music repertoire. If you don't know what that is, I would check with your choral director. But usually it's songs that you sing for solo and ensemble contest. Songs from the 24 Italian hits or things like that. If you would bring your music with you, that'll be great because we have a pianist with whom you can rehearse and also audition because we don't do karaoke.